Welcome to episode 66 of Fate Awakens. Before we get started, Hannah's got a few announcements.
66. That is an ominous number for an episode. Okay, so I have announcements. First of all, I'm super excited to announce that at this point, we have over 2,000 subscribers, and that is super, super exciting. We want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing to our channel, watching our videos. Over 1,000 of you watch pretty much every single video, every single week. We are so grateful for that. So I want to talk to you guys about our Fate Awakens membership. We do a really, really cool membership just for $2.99 a month, less than a cup of coffee. If even 5% of you wanted to subscribe to the membership, that would be super huge for us, and it would be really cool for you because you would get all these cool features like a private chat, emojis that you can use. Your name will look different in the live chat. So we would love if you guys do it. If it's in your realm and you feel like that's a good move for you, we invite you to do it. It's super awesome. The second thing that I want to bring up and that I'm also really, really thankful for are the people that have been commenting on our videos. We love watching the live chats every single week. We really, really love the people that comment on our videos. And I'm going to shout out a few of those people right now. So we've got Dev Coden, Omalola Osini, Yusuf, the creative team, Scola Dev, Dom Dev. You guys are super, super awesome. If you are watching this right now, just take the next 5 seconds and comment, within reason, pretty much anything that you want under this
reason.
video.
Do what you want. Comment.
I mean, even just throw a smiley face emoji down there. It would really, really be awesome for us, and it is almost no effort to you. So with that being said, really, really hope that you guys enjoy this episode. It should be a lot of fun.
Man, did you just take one of their jobs? I feel like you just took one of their jobs.
No,
it was so much better. Seamless.
The secret is that I am better at it, but I want them to feel like they are doing well.
Team player. I got it.
I want you to feel like you're doing well.
Well, we will be back after this. Welcome back. Last time, we split the party.
Woo!
They decided to split the party.
I hear that's what you do.
I mean, honestly, this is the dream team right here. I'm excited to relive 6 years of adventures
worked
with
for
you, my
6
man.
years. To be fair, the most successful era that in this party's history is the one I don't remember.
It's us.
So how many rooms do you have to close in the next 2 hours of gameplay?
At least 30.
At least 30.
Yeah,
that's the goal.
That's a record. Yeah, new record.
All right, y'all got to go through a few days of long rest then here.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
Well, this is the side of the table that went with Braum. The other side of Nine Hells will be next week's episode.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
And,
so
real quick before we start.
Yep, as the door is about to close, you see Jethro in the distance.
Hey, Jethro.
What's up?
We should split the money just in case.
Sure thing. How much you need?
Right down the middle, half.
All right. How much is that?
$6,000.
$6,000. All right. How about 66 platinum?
I don't think that's 6.
How about 60 platinum?
Oh,
This is so Jethro, though. I mean, really.
We can work on a credit system if you want. You know how this works?
Jethro,
Yeah.
half, please.
All right. Here's 6,000 gold.
Okay,
That's a lot of weight. You sure you can carry this? Rindo's not with you this
I
time.
put it in a bag.
As he turns around, the door closes and it disappears.
We take it in platinum, so it weighs less.
Uh-huh. There we go.
Thanks. Don't die. Hey, look, I'm current.
So,
All right.
what's your plan?
Well, I have a couple.
You have a plan?
We have a plan. We talk. You're not always there. Sorry, that was incredibly sassy, and I apologize, Braum. Before we get into that, is there anything you need to accomplish personally, or you want to accomplish? I would like to, at some point, before we meet back up with those fools, if we could make it back to my hometown of Galaxia. I understand that's a bit out of the way, and I also don't know if there's a portal within reach. If possible, you could take us as close as you can, and then we could fly on Apollo here the rest of the way, and then maybe we meet back up with you. I'm open to suggestions, but that's as far as I have, not knowing where your portals are.
Even with the speed that you have a Pegasus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I would
And
need
it
to
will-
make a trip to get myself a companion first.
Okay.
Because the next place we have to go to, for one, leads underwater. The closest
Ooh. Okay.
teleportation I can do.
Farrah starts sweating visibly.
The full armor guy who floats, not at all.
Or we can go to a city that is very familiar to Isa.
Advantages? What will we be accomplishing? What's
Well, one is not underwater, but it's further away.
Well, what's the goal of either one? What are we trying to...
Get to your city, correct?
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought that was alternate lines.
Actually, if I remember correctly, there might be a closer one. But last I knew, it wasn't doing well.
So that's the closest portal to where I'm at.
You've got three
That's
options.
That's what you're saying.
3 options.
Okay.
One, the closest one being underwater.
Would like to avoid that if possible.
Second
It's a
closest.
hard pass for me.
Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty hard pass for me. I just didn't want to be the one to say it.
Second closest, we have to cross a large body of water, and the teleportation circle ends up in the basement of a castle that is heavily against any outsiders. Third option
Okay.
is Isa's hometown.
Oh.
That is about double the distance of the next closest. And you still have to cross a body of water.
Dominic, didn't you say that your family owns a shipping company? Would that be of any help to get us across the large body of water?
Can I get the names of the places where they would be? Because I could check and see if there's a ship anywhere in the vicinity.
Albios is one of them.
I should be writing this down.
Valthschrei is another.
Uh,
Valthschrei Port is near there. About a day's journey away. If you're looking for anywhere with a port nearby,
oh, well,
it is possible, but not 100% reliable.
I guess. Here's the thing. Do the things you want to do, does that require us, or is it stuff you can take care of on your own? Because going together on one Pegasus, ignoring the wind and all that stuff, will be much faster than the ship anywhere. Now that
That's
I think
why
about
I
it.
say we
So-
grab myself a companion first. Meaning one of my dragons.
I mean, if
I like it.
I think, okay. That makes sense. So do we know where a dragon is? Do you know where a companion would be, my friend?
I have many.
Oh. Well, excuse
I
me.
like this.
This is one of the things I need to do.
All right. Well,
And if
obviously,
you need to, you don't need your Pegasus. If you would mind riding a black dragon.
I
would not like that at all.
I don't know that I would like that. Let's go with that route. Whatever. I assume your dragon is faster than a Pegasus.
It's possible.
Well, either way, it's stronger. So let's.
Mm-hmm.
We're at your beck and call, but man, how do we
All right.
line it
So
up? Where do we go?
just wait a few minutes here. As he bends down, you see him cut his hand open and just start drawing a circle with his own blood.
Oh, he's gonna summon us, or is he
No.
gonna teleport? I understand. Sorry, I got too excited. I lost in the sauce there. He can summon dragons. What? No, it's a logical thing.
All right. So as he continues drawing in this circle, uses a mixture of his blood and some other components. You see, as soon as he finishes, it have a slight glow to it. All right, stand in here. We only got a few seconds.
Standing.
Stand.
Okay. After a few seconds, everything goes white, and you feel your body being pulled through the smallest of hole.
Porky. TN. Sorry.
It probably actually is.
And next thing you know, you feel a cold gust of air as you're standing on a mountainside. Above you, you see a frigid, frozen mountaintop.
Mhm.
Below you, you see a very lush jungle bottom with a river
Weird.
running down.
Weird.
So you're right in the middle of this mountain. Up being frozen, down being lush.
Oh, Farrah is very. I'm like.
No, like when you're looking up, it's miles up, miles down. It's not.
It's like
No, I'm-
Minecraft. You're like in the middle of like 3 different biomes.
No, I'm just super interested. Like, where I'll ask Braum, like, where in the world are we? Like, how does this world have a place like this? This is so cool.
This is called altitude.
What's that?
The higher you go, the colder it gets.
Oh.
Huh.
I like that a lot. The weather is all pretty relatively the same on Mount Olympus.
Aren't you
Just-
from the mountains?
Yeah, but it's a
assumed-
different kind of mountain.
How would I know?
It's like only beautiful, my man.
I mean,
Essentially the same weather, like no matter where you are.
those fancy paradise mountains.
Yeah.
Normie mountains.
Never
Like
gonna rain.
temperature and climate.
Well, we need to head down.
Is this like a friend, like, will be happy to see you, or like beat it into submission kind of friend? Like, how's
This
gonna
is
work?
my hidden cove I've tried to keep secret.
Prior
So,
understood.
you're not to know anything else than where we're going on
That's-
foot.
I
fine.
guarantee I will not remember this location. So,
As you're looking around, if from this mountaintop, this is pretty much all you see. All just forest and
Okay.
river and maybe a lake.
cool.
Okay. That's exactly what you described.
Yep.
For those people who didn't see it.
So you walk down, and it takes a good 3-4 hours
Mhm.
to walk down this mountain, and you don't even feel like you're getting traction.
Mm.
He's like, "We're gonna stop here." He all of a sudden just pulls out of the sack a few pieces of ration. It's dried meat. He just hands it out.
Thank you very much.
Just rest here for a minute.
You want it.
This forest down below is not the safest.
I will eat it.
So he spends like 30 minutes just relaxing,
Mm-hmm.
and he starts going again, straight down.
I take
Cool.
10 minutes to take my armor off. I rest for 10 minutes, and then the last 10 minutes I put my armor back on.
Perfect.
God damn it. I have like 10 minutes of moving like a normal human person for 30 feet around. All right. Back to turtle
All right.
mode.
So y'all start heading back.
Yep.
It takes you about 6 more hours,
Oh,
and you finally reach the floor of this jungle.
You gotta do it.
So I suggest you follow me and not go off on your own.
Understood.
This jungle is very
Hostile?
vast. And once you get away from water, good luck finding your way out.
Oh,
We're following your lead.
yeah, just,
So he follows this river north. And you can see with the sun going down as quick as it is at this point in the day, darkness is coming quick. Like, you lost sight of the sun once you hit this floor, and you feel like you would have had a few more hours of sunlight. It's going quick on this floor. This is thick jungle. The only opening you have is this river, and it's just giving you a little, like, 10-foot strip above it.
So when it starts to get really, really dark, I'm going to ask him, like, would we be more or less safe if I gave us some light, or would you rather us remain undetected?
Are you able to see?
I am. I'm not sure about Domik.
Human as anyone else.
So he motions you over. He puts his hand on your forehead, and all of a sudden, his eyes glow. And now you can see his in dark vision.
Oh!
Which I've never had before in my whole human life. So I was like, what in the grayscale? This is, I hate it.
What in the grayscale?
You're not going to be able to see as much color now, but you can at least see.
I'll just flounders around for a while, like trying to get used to it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I think we're good to go.
Yes, we're going to travel this way for a few more hours.
You guys, it's always like night. It's like...
Just try not to make yourself known in these woods. Fireflies as well.
He's just like grabbing it like he has like eye squigglies. And
So as you're walking along this coast, you hear a large splash. That would probably be something the size of a killer whale river to your left.
Oh. No.
It's like, do not go in the water.
Not going in the water.
Oh, God.
We are probably the two most adverse to water people you've ever met.
Is this like that island in Life of Pi where everything becomes super deadly at night? Not that Braum would know what Life of Pi is, but I love that book.
All right. Well, after a few more hours on foot, he holds out a hand.
Trick.
Hide now.
Okay.
As he immediately jumps up in a tree.
Hide. No need for a stealth check. I just do it.
Oh, shit.
I need to make a stealth check?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought. Can I guide myself?
You can.
Okay, I would like to guide myself. On, probably the worst stat that Domik has. Dex. Oh, that's not bad though. Okay. Luckily, I'm rolling fire. Oh no.
It's a negative, isn't it?
Well, you want the good news or the bad news?
You rolled good, but what is it?
I rolled 21. Unfortunately, my heavy armor gives me disadvantage on stealth. So what I actually rolled, 17. Still good. That's probably best case scenario.
So I rolled a 6.
Oh,
Both times.
buddy.
I
Well,
don't think I'm super successful.
Should I have advantage?
I used lucky.
Oh. I forgot I had that. You can do it again.
I mean, we've been traveling all day, right? It'll probably reset tomorrow, sure. Okay, all right, dirty 20.
Listen, I don't want to encounter.
So I'm like...
So you dove in a bush last second? So
Yeah.
the second you dive in this
I'm
bush,
like full dive.
you see a large bark, like large tree trunk, just step right next to you.
Oh my god!
And you just see legs pass both of you.
Oh!
It's an executor.
Except you don't see the top of the legs.
Oh, I don't like that.
And it just passes straight by.
That was scary.
So you see him slowly glide down from the top of the tree.
Sweat.
And he looks over at you. behind a tree, I'm assuming, or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, he motions to you. Where did your blue friend go?
Would you roll?
A natural 20.
A natural 20.
Oh, then no. I don't know. That general direction?
I'm gonna
He looks.
peek out of the bush.
As you peek out of the bush, he's like, we can move.
Okay.
Tree ants here get abnormally large.
What is a tree?
I thought about sprouting wings, but on second thought, whenever I sprout wings, I glow like a nightstick, like you crack a glow stick. I'm like,
They came to this area from the Fae.
Oh.
That's,
And
as equally terrifying
They're
as
thriving here. This was our,
feels invasive.
in a way, this was our
they,
first land we started opening rifts as experiments with.
Are they malicious or just large?
Some can be.
But mostly they probably just can't see us and will step on us.
Depending. That's why I do not want to set up camp.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
Most of the Shadow Fae and Feywild creatures are here.
Cool. So
So anything that moves, hide.
Mm-hmm. So
They've been here longer than y'all have been together, probably.
I'm just going to also reiterate that my passive perception is 19, so I'm going to be on alert.
Okay. You also can't see past maybe 10 feet
I have dark vision.
because of the tree lines.
No,
It's thick jungle.
that's
Oh.
I'm 18. I'm not too far behind.
No,
Okay.
Super paranoid now.
I'll
Don't
be
want to get
listening
stopped by a
too.
tree.
So he continues up the river.
We do it. It's cold. Glad we bought winter.
Are y'all doing anything? It's not cold down here.
Not cold?
No, it's
No,
probably like
right.
80% humidity with 70-degree weather at the dark.
Oh, it's fine.
Walking up this river, is there anything y'all want to do passively?
Really just because she knows everything that happened, so she's pretty familiar with me, but Domik just kind of going over what everything he wants to accomplish. Just kind of spouts out basically what I told you out of game, what I want to accomplish before we get back. And he'll let you, I don't know how much you know, but he'll just tell you some basic, just chatting quietly while we're still being paranoid and trying not to get stomped on by mutant trees.
So immediately when you start talking to him, he's like, shh, just in your mind, and he like waves, and y'all all feel like each other's thoughts.
Braum's
Oh.
broken. Braum's cracked, man.
Nice. I like him.
Then, thank you. I say out loud and thank
In
you.
your
I
head.
say it in my head. Picking it up like the boomer that I am. And they'll just basically now that both of you can hear it, Braum and Farrah.
Mhm.
See, I got it.
Not Farrah?
Appreciate you.
I don't know why I just can't. Anyway, basically everything he wants to accomplish was going back to his hometown and starting a fleet somehow. Just kind of coordinating and getting things as ready as possible. And seeing what resources we have. Does Braum have any money? I will ask him. Did you leave with any resources, just out of curiosity? Like, do you just have your magic and your dragons?
I prefer to travel light.
That's fair.
If needed, I do have valuables.
I'm just trying to...
So, what was it like when you guys first came here and started opening up these rifts?
Troubling.
I can imagine that it was a really steep learning curve.
It made me question the real intent.
What do you mean?
Why would we connect such worlds again?
Well,
I can see.
as an outsider, I'm glad to know that this world is here and thriving and doing well, and I feel very lucky to be a part of what's going on right now. So I mean, as an outsider, I'm kind of glad that there's a connection, but I can see how it would be very disruptive for a world that was not entirely, but relatively. Magic was very exclusive on this world.
So, when these rifts started opening up, we knew about her wanting magic for us.
Mm-hmm.
We grew tremendously in strength on this land.
Like hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands
Of times?
of people.
Just 144 of us.
Mm.
And I admit, it's nice. But at what cost? I've seen lives destroyed.
What does it cost you personally?
Well, I think you personally met my best friend, who is now gone. That was not a dragon.
I am sorry. I wish that I had known then what we know about you now.
What was her name?
Jasmine. She was my wife. Cursed to be a dragon by Princess herself.
I really wish that I had known that. And I can't really express how sorry I am.
There's nothing can be done.
But I do
She knew.
take full responsibility for it.
It is not your fault.
But we can make it worth it.
We will.
Whatever I can do to make it up to you.
If it cost our lives, we will. Now let's go get some of our children.
Can I ask what you and your wife were doing when you came to the town?
Which town?
When, oh God, what was that town?
Philophus?
Yeah.
We now got a text?
Mm-hmm. Were you acting on ISIS orders or?
Yes. I have to. The dragon you personally killed was one of mine that I had to send.
Mm-hmm.
One of my weaker ones. But it had to be done.
Oh, so the dragon that I killed was not his wife. The dragon that Isaac killed was his wife. Okay, I feel a little bit less bad. I still feel pretty bad, but that's not what I thought that you were saying. Okay, guilt is like, it's still there, but it's less.
I was wondering why you're so apologetic.
I missed a step, okay? I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
the
shit.
big black dragon was
Yeah,
Desmond.
the one he was riding.
Gotcha.
And Isa I wasn't here for that.
Straight
Like, Isa just straight up killed her.
It was bad.
It was like
Bad.
seconds.
It was like a turn.
And she did that knowing.
Apparently.
100%.
And we ran.
I'm always here for a good revenge.
I think
Good
we're
to
all,
know.
yeah, I think we're all in the same.
Or are we talking in our heads?
We are.
He's just me mentally.
You see him just staring off in the distance.
It works.
I'm gonna hide.
You're hiding?
Yeah.
As soon as you go to hide, he does this. And you see him jump back up in a tree. You're just like, guidance. And then somewhere. You're rolling too.
I know. So
How many lucky points you got left?
One, but I don't need it.
no.
Okay, 15.
I need it. I'm lucky. Do I use the last one? We're probably done, right? I will use the third luck point. That's about right.
Okay.
No, it's not better. 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 total.
The second you jump behind a tree and you hear a big metal clank as your armor hits the
I
tree.
just hit like a rock on the ground. Metal and stone.
With your perception, you see a black fog cloud just surround the tree that he's on.
I think I'm good.
You can't see anything.
Yeah, how long does this dark vision that he given me last?
You haven't. It's been a couple hours now. And you haven't seen it go away.
Okay, noted.
You can't see right now. You can. If you put your hand in front of your face, you can't even see that.
No one can see me.
You see what looks like a large, three-headed troll-like creature walk up to the river, scoop its hand in there, and just drink from the river. And in both your heads, do not move.
I'm not even gonna breathe, dog. And I say that in my head.
But just freeze. They can't see.
I'm assuming that Braum sent the dark shadowy cloud to protect you.
I hope so.
So, a few minutes later,
I used 3 luck points. I got a 12, guys. With
the
guidance.
troll creature stops drinking and walks back the direction it came.
Mm-hmm.
And a minute later, he jumps down from the tree.
The direction it came, up ahead of us or past us?
It came from your right, in front of you.
Okay. How bad did it smell when it was walking back?
It smelled like an egg that got cracked after it's been in the fridge for about a year.
Okay.
Gross.
And as soon as he jumps down, you see the cloud of smoke dissipate. Or fog.
Braum, we should have hung out for it before this point. I don't say that out loud.
You are a detriment to your party, aren't you?
Not usually.
Normally, there's too many of us to even bother hiding, which is why we keep getting ambushed. People just know where we are. Stealth, not our strong suit. We have other strong suits. Just not hiding. Specifically not in wood.
Yeah, we
Woods.
like fighting.
So
Not everything is meant to be fought.
Yeah. That's, again, not really our choice. Some things just go
Try
through.
to tell that to some of our friends.
Yeah. So
I've seen.
I'm just, right now, they're the best chance we have. So sometimes you get dragged into it. Sometimes you play the hand you're dealt. But, yeah, how close are we?
We have about an hour travel left.
All right. Let's get to it.
So y'all keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And I need one more perception check from everyone.
Okay.
If y'all are consistently looking out.
Yes, 100%.
21.
Is that also a 21?
You better not roll higher than me.
20.
Y'all are literally one off every time.
We're the lucky
Y'all
friends.
see
The lucky friends.
in the water almost a murky shadow, gliding along with you.
I say in my head, Braum, do you have eyes on that shadow in the water?
He is
Sure.
the thing keeping everything else away.
So he's a friendly?
Appreciated.
As you say, is he a friendly? Do either one of you speak Draconic?
Not naturally.
I wanted to take Draconic, and I was told that it was not a language that would be spoken in my city. So, no. I know giants.
So you hear him say, Rasi. And all of a sudden you see a black dragon head lift its head out the water, look over, and then go back under.
How big was the head?
About the size of the one y'all fought in the city.
The big one
The
or the
baby
little
one or
one?
The small one.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Oh, the little baby.
Little baby dragon. Baby dragon.
Where's your mama, baby dragon?
Do you want to mention that to the baby dragon?
Let's talk about Jasmine.
So, as you all start to approach, you start to hear what sounds like wind. But it's off and on. and large gusts and almost a whistle afterwards.
Full immersive experience.
Like that.
Almost.
Yeah.
And he looks back at you guys. He smiles. Don't be afraid.
I am very not afraid.
I wasn't afraid until you said that.
As you pass by, in front of you, you see a
Glitch.
extremely large. When I say extremely large, the dragon he was riding before, you now see something in front of you much larger
Then the black one?
Mm-hmm.
than the black one he was riding originally, than his
Damn.
wife.
What color is this dragon?
You see black.
Ooh. This man's all about the black dragons.
Meet Zycon.
Is this another person that is a dragon, or is it just a dragon?
As you say that, you see Zycon's eyes open up, and he just moves his head towards you. Being at one of his teeth is bigger than you. And he just looks at you. I am no person to you. I am the eldest dragon of this land.
I'm going to bow my head down to him.
He just shakes his head. Do you wish to enter with Braum?
That sounds odd phrasing, but I'm going to answer yes.
So he stands up. As he stands, you see an extremely large hole underneath him that has a stone almost ramp that goes in circles around the entire thing going down. As you look down, you don't see an end. Just darkness. And you see where the river is kind of trickling down one side.
Just like a decline?
It's like a decline ramp all the way around.
Gotcha.
I'm going to ask Braum, will we be safe?
Don't slip.
Do you trust me?
I have to.
I'm with the choice here. Let's do it.
This
think-
is our lair.
I think if you would have killed us, you could have just left us in the woods.
I do appreciate trusting us enough to invite us. I feel like that needs to be said.
Well, he starts walking.
I start walking.
This is so cool.
Do not fall. It's a long way down.
I have wings.
There's
It's okay.
0% chance that I recover if I start rolling. I'm just full on ball bearing it, playing marbles. I'm just not going to stop. So I attempt to not fall
So as you start walking,
very carefully.
Zycom just lets out a laugh. Grab on! And he just lowers his tail to your level.
I don't know that this is better, but I don't want to argue with the giant dragon, so I do it.
Grab on.
Yep.
It's almost like you can just stand on his tail. He just lowers his tail like he's lowering his ass into this chair, and
This is better.
the tail quickly declines way past what you could see. And you finally see the bottom, which is completely muggy.
It's like you're on a skateboard.
Like
holding
it's
onto a car.
the humidity down here is at least 99%. It is muggy as can be. It is hot.
That's just underwater.
Almost, yeah.
We're just actively drowning.
As you get down here, you see 6 or 7 eggs, all about yay big,
Yes.
and you see multiple black dragons stand up,
Oh.
varying sizes, from wormling up to an adult.
Okay. This is cool.
Meet my family.
Oh,
How wonderful.
Domik is speechless for a minute.
This is my army.
That is incredibly.
I can see now why they are so well protected.
Does Principus know how deep your resources go here?
She knows of a couple of them. She doesn't know about Zycom.
That's good.
That's very good.
It's very good.
But just to make this easy,
Yes.
he says, Zymath, Siamat, Zenioth, Ori, Kudrig, and Musor. And you see 6 young dragons step forward. About the size of the one you finally laid the last slash on.
Just
Pick one apiece. You'll have first choice.
I feel like I'm heavier than everyone in all this armor, so I guess I look for whichever one looks the physically biggest. It's the only thing I have to go on. That or just pick a name.
So, Musor, Siamat, and Zymath are the biggest 3. There's one female,
Dibs.
Vinioth.
You got it.
Dibs.
Siamut, because his name reminds me of some strong dragon. But
I'm going to go up to Zenioth.
Vinioth.
Vinioth.
Vennioth.
I'm going to go up to
Siamut,
Vinioth, and I'm going to say hello.
Siamut.
Say hello. I am Farrah.
In a deep growl, you hear something you don't understand, but you get a feeling that it's saying hello back. And immediately, Braum says, it welcomes you. She is very kind. My dragons know kindness, unlike many black dragons.
Mm-hmm.
But they also know how to defend themselves if need be.
I will walk up to what I assume to be Siamut and just do like a quick bow. And I don't know if they can understand me. I'll just say,
You do a quick bow.
Yeah.
Immediately he turns his head the other way, and you just see dragon ass. He turns back around, smiles. It's a weird dragon smile. Just like,
very toothy.
yep, it's like a dog smiling at
It's
you.
like the Jeffro of dragons.
It's more like almost like a,
I hope you feed this one. He's the hungriest of all of them.
we can work something out. I'll say, my name is Domik, the Clan Senate. I hope you earn your respect. I don't know if you can understand me.
Climb on. I'm taking Zycom.
How did we get here? I just say it to the ether, no one in particular. The series of
I
events.
took you here, and this is step 1.
Like, on the grand scheme of life, like, why? Just don't worry about it. I get on the damn dragon and stop pondering my existence.
We got here because Isa got too big for her damn britches. That's exactly how we got here. I'm going to get on my dragon.
It's uncomfortable to sit on, but
Whatever.
it's got almost a natural spot to put everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say in the group chat in her head, whatever you want to call it, to Braum, assuming it's like, are they particularly picky eaters, I assume? Or do you just eat anything? I think this one wanted me to feed. As we're doing whatever it is we're doing here.
It's got more of a fish diet for the most part.
I just note that.
Mm-hmm.
As you get on, he gets on Ori. As you fly up,
Mhm.
all 6 of the dragons fly up. We all on year 2. At the top, he says, Zycom, we are all going. As he jumps off and jumps on
I'm a
Zycom,
dragon convoy.
and the other dragons land on the back of Zycom. When you're on the back of Zycom, you're not even close to even. You're like as big as 1 scale.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
This ended up so much better than I ever.
This is not an ancient dragon. This is a great worm.
Oh, higher than ancient? Okay. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, so for those of us that don't know what that means, what does that mean?
So this dragon is considered, I believe, colossal.
The scale bigger than ancient dragon.
It is considered a titanic dragon.
Oh! Braum is cracked, man.
Yep. And y'all are now going to be flying at 150 feet around on this back of this dragon with all the other dragons on you.
Sick.
For 6 seconds?
Every 6 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Where are we headed? Where I wanted to go, or did he want to take us anywhere in particular?
We can sleep for the night. Do you want to head to your town?
I would love to knock out my errands if possible.
Is there anywhere you want to stop on the way?
Not particularly, no.
Very well. We will...
As far as anything. Or you would hate to monopolize.
I am literally and physically just here for the ride.
I get the chuckle out of me.
So,
Aren't we all?
we'll just relax, rest. Zygon knows where he's going.
All right. As soon as I confirm that we are going to Galaxia, just real quick, the last thing I do is send a sending. And I believe this is going to be my first sending to my father since I left.
Okay.
Ooh.
And we're in the air. I'll say it out loud because I want to make sure I get my words right. So if anyone's listening, they may be able to hear it. And it just says, I'm coming home soon. I have a lot to talk about. How many?
15.
15?
No, that was 10.
He's got 15 left.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will require the full force of the company resources. Also,
Love you, mean it.
yeah. Also,
That's 2 also. No.
any fish sparable now.
Nice.
Okay.
I just want barrels and barrels of fish.
All right. So, he says, Icon, just go northwest for a while. As he just lays back.
Oh, I don't know that I can relax while we're going this fast. But I try.
The dragon seems to be climbing more and more to the point where y'all go past the clouds. And you can feel the air getting very hard to breathe at this speed and altitude.
Oh, now we have to calm down. You have to breathe carefully. Is there like a nice spike of the dragon's back? It's like a safety horn. We can just
Oh, you can easily do that. Easily.
Okay, cool. Just don't want
You see the other dragons almost like laying down and almost airplane nosing it forward.
Oh, we're like coasting.
Yeah.
Almost doing like the thing birds do where they like walk their arm
Yep.
back.
But they're
and
laying
fly.
on his back.
That's funny. It's so big. All right.
I'm gonna move towards my dragon on this dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna try and lay next to it and pat its paw and then pat my back and see if it understands that I want it to essentially seatbelt.
Hunker on you.
Yeah.
So, as you do that, she puts a wing up,
Mm-hmm.
almost to invite you to get under.
Aw. I'm gonna
As you
go.
go under, she puts down, and you can smell it's not a pleasant smell.
It's okay.
It's almost like
I have a strong constitution.
Can't be worse than troll.
No, it's not worse than troll.
3-headed.
It's almost like you smell something burning that's not natural.
So like kind of sulfury.
Almost.
Cool. And I guess that I'll probably get used to it after 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'm going to try and sleep.
It takes Domik like a full hour to
relax.
And just, we don't have to do the whole accounting words. Same thing, he's going to send the same message minus the fish thing to the leader of my order, which is Father Lucero.
Okay.
And say, coming home soon, a lot to talk about. Instead of saying the company thing, they'll just say, try to have the weight of the church on hand.
Response from your father first.
Okay.
It's about damn time you come home. We have a lot to talk about.
I know. You don't even know.
Father says, when should I expect you? Any preparations you need? And how are you speaking to me right now?
Magic, bro.
he just adds that. P.S. What the fuck? That was the Father Lucero, right? The
Yes.
Actual clergy. Which actually answers the question. I like that my actual dad is such a hard businessman. He's like, I'm not even care about the magic part.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I need you to understand how much I'm scolding you for not coming home. The magic is fine. But I think I have one more throw spell without having enough cast, so I will send back.
Father Russo?
Yeah. What did he say? He asked a question.
Any preparations that you
Any
need?
preparations? Hard to say. Anyone with power or influence in the church or city that's available, gather them.
You have 8 left.
Also, a lot has changed. Some kind of magic.
Some kind of goes through.
Whatever.
Okay.
Some kind of. I would argue that kinda is one word. No, that's fine.
I'll let it go through.
Thanks. Gracious to him.
He responds, this is quite interesting, but am I able to see you as well? Are you
Asking questions. I'm sitting. I have to waste more spell slots.
Are you going to be here today?
5 left.
Does he cut it off there?
Have you been around the world? And it looks like it continues on.
I'm not the best at math, but I know vaguely how fast we're going. Do I think we would get there within 24 hours?
You don't know where you're at.
That's true.
You can tell him tomorrow.
I don't want to burn the spell slot tomorrow. First sleeping, we're probably not fighting, so I'll just upcast, use a 4th, and say, couple days at most, very soon. Been a lot of places. Things are bad. Need a game plan. Really hoping you can help me out. And all of this on Avaya's orders. So it's not just a me thing.
All right. So, do you go to sleep after that?
Yep.
Okay. He's like, listen, be Avaya. I understand. I will await your arrival. Thank you.
Thank you for not asking another question.
Thanks. Love ya.
All right. So as y'all go to sleep, you get your full rest. And you all wake up with, well, you're pretty warm. You would have almost like you went to sleep in a blizzard to the point where you're like waking up very cold because of the altitude.
You want me to cast heat
And
metal on you?
Almost.
No, I don't. I would not like to be boiled.
And it's almost like you have like small icicles coming off of like parts of your body.
Just goatees.
As y'all look around, you see just water underneath you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
After about 8 hours, it's just ocean underneath you.
Cool.
Cool. Tight.
Getting up,
No doubt.
Braum just is still laying back in the same position. He just looks over at y'all, enjoying the chilled air.
You know I'm not.
I'm quite warm.
We're going to do about 3 days to get all these dragons where we need to go. To your
Domik,
place.
what I'm doing, I would 100% recommend it.
What is that?
You see her just talking from underneath the dragon nearby.
Oh, that makes sense.
I am quite warm.
I do that. I'm not too proud to be like, that's not a good idea.
Okay. You notice once you're underneath here, your dragon's got a little bit of flubber underneath here, so it kind of like surrounds you really nice, and it's extremely warm.
This is better. This was a better idea.
You've also noticed your dragon might be a little overweight.
I'm not gonna point it out.
I just love to fish a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll be probably stopping for a few minutes as these guys go on a hunt down below.
Got it.
Okay.
Should be any minute now. So, over time, throughout the 3-day journey,
Okay.
you're going to have points where they stop, hunt, and bring up a few extra fish. You're going to have to ride your own dragon for about 10 minutes as you see the great worm go down and catch like a whale.
Oh God.
Oh,
Or like
whale.
or a shark or something massive.
I gotta tell Rendell that dragon just made a whale. You will find that so funny.
You have seen it on this journey eat 2 sharks.
Wait, do I recognize the whale? Is it the same whale?
No, you're not in the same ocean.
Hey, I don't know. Whales move.
You've seen it eat multiple sharks, a whale, a couple of dolphins, some sea lions,
That's sick.
some kind of hydra of some sort.
Oh.
Nice. As we're flying, how many like rifts in the sky do we see?
At this distance, most of them seem to be below you.
Cool.
But there are like random rifts over the
Yes,
ocean.
you see random ones over the ocean.
It's not like a strategic thing. It's just
No.
kind of everywhere. I just note that.
Some look a lot longer than others. Some look like they're maybe a couple miles long and huge. Some of them are little. You see, at one point, you almost pass by one that's like a few inches long. So there's variety of sizes, and you at least get a dozen in a day at this distance, just from looking around with your high perceptions.
Mm-hmm.
I watch.
First day, you get past the ocean, and you land for a little bit at the edge of a forest, just to rest for a minute. Second day, you pass by into another ocean and make it to land again. Third day, you now recognize the land that you're passing over.
Oh, what land?
You have made this travel by foot a couple months ago.
Are we going to sleep again before we get to the place, or are we getting there?
Y'all have been
today?
sleeping on the back of the dragon every time.
Okay, so the last night that I know we're going to sleep, because I'll ask Braum and he'll tell me, because I want to sleep before I do this, because I'm going to get a lot of exhaustion. I'm going to use this for the first time. The actual full weight of it.
Okay. That is
Oh my god!
I believe I remember
Yeah. Because I have not gotten a full response
This
on
is so
the divination.
exciting.
Yeah.
So my plan is to follow up on the divination.
Oh my god, do I need to leave? What?
I mean,
maybe.
are you maybe? I guess.
I'll pretend.
So we're on the big dragon, and I think, like, while the Great Worm isn't fishing or hunting, and we're just the other ones are, we'll just climb up onto it back in the flat space and hold the rod. And it just gets brighter than it's ever been. And the familiar glyph appears. I don't know if the dragon reacts to that, but I don't react. And I feel like it's a lot glowier than normal. I'd imagine, like, my eyes go a little white with, like, the knowledge that I'm hopefully trying to channel. And I got nothing to hide. I never really had anything to hide, so Domik will just spend 8 charges and see how this works. And he will just speak under his breath, not particularly quiet, but just as respectful as he can, the name of his goddess, Avaya.
I'm going to sit pretty close to Domik just to, like, make sure that nothing happens to him. Like, if the dragon has to take a turn, like, I'm going to be aware, like, no matter what, I could catch him if anything happened.
You speak Avaya?
Yeah. Preferably, like, when we're not actively flying, maybe during a break. But if
so
not,
it would be probably before y'all take off the second day.
Sure, that makes sense.
And it also helps you not gain exhaustion. You can sleep that last time.
That was the plan.
Okay. You take about 30-minute breaks when you land.
Yeah.
So after you see the light of this rod light up as you're holding it, what is your first thing you do? You see it and it just feels different.
After I say bye?
Yeah. It is glowing with an aura you don't... It's familiar, but you've never seen it like this before. And you have some feeling like some connection is there. You just don't know yet.
I don't know. I just start talking.
As you start talking, you hear the first few words come out. And then his eyes glaze over. Almost like he's going blind in a way. Like it's his pupils dissipate.
And it starts out like a very, like, low, intimate prayer that you would hear in, like, a normal church. Like, I need your wisdom. Give me the strength to do this. Blah, 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 blah.
You all of a sudden don't understand him anymore. And you see his medallion glow with that same aura.
Was he speaking?
He was a second ago. Now it's just jumbled up words. So what are you saying?
Right now, do I feel like I have...
If he's speaking Celestial, I can understand.
I'll just say, I request your guidance. We are treading unfamiliar waters, literally and figuratively. And I remember that I felt a chill with my last divination. I'm trying to follow up on that, as well as see if there's anything that Avaya knows that I don't know. In regards to people that are aware of this situation and are hiding from the pillars, any allies that we have and don't know about, or, like, any pocket of resistance that we could reach if we just knew it existed.
Okay.
That's
the second you start talking, you see 2 faces in front of you. In one, a white and black. You see almost split down the middle. The black face is almost skeletal. The white one has a glow. You see a large glowing angelic wing on one side and a skeletal wing on the other side with falling off feathers.
Am I still on the back of a dragon, or am I somewhere else?
You're on the back of a dragon. Everything looks the same. And in 2 voices in one.
I stand up and I have never bowed lower than in this moment.
Have you reached out, finally?
Yes, lady.
I've been waiting.
I've been busy, but that's no excuse.
You've always been different than most of my followers.
Is rolling to lose my shit or not? I'm okay. That is humbling to hear.
Yes. Walk with me. Your body's not going anywhere.
Of course.
You stand up?
I stand up and take
You
a
stand
step.
up. He doesn't move, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Your body, as you step, your body still stays there. It's like your soul is coming out of your body now. Like you're having an
Out-of-body experience.
out-of-body experience.
Literally.
Wow.
Oh, no.
I cannot be here long, so talk fast.
That's not your specialty, bud. You got to try real
No,
hard.
Domik has a specific cadence about it that's very measured, so he starts panicking a little. And he just says, we need allies. What you've tasked me to do, what the world has asked me to do, it feels insurmountable. I understand it's not, but there has to be more than just the 6, 7 of us that care about the situation. I need more information.
There is one. A female. She's in the Arctic right now. Up north. She's a follower, in a sense. She is a little chaotic. She's doesn't know her full strength, but you can start with her. Teach her a little bit.
That's very good to hear.
There's also
I swear to God, if you don't ask for her name, I'm going to come across this table and slap you. Ask for her name right now.
There's also a rogue that has read about me. If she's not dead, her name is Poison. She was on Ruby's ship with Arena, your friend.
Try not to make a face at that. I fail.
I would start with those two.
Ask for her name. Right now.
Is there a name that the first female would respond to? Something we can ask to narrow the chase down?
Oh, File. File.
And these people would be able to. Domik slows his cadence down, making sure he doesn't say anything to a literal god that he doesn't want to.
You
To
must
move
hurry.
to
My
move-
time here is fading.
To move in ways we could not already, yes.
File's along the same lines of you.
Thank you.
Poison would be an utmost. Imagine a assassin on your side.
One last question, if you have the time.
Hurry. At times,
Is there any kingdom in this land that would be sympathetic to our plight?
you hear plight
Mm.
as you're no longer in your out-of-body experience.
Damn it. All right. And I think I just, I was sitting.
You're now sitting again. You go from like standing away and walking away.
I think I stumble forward, almost fall off,
Mm-hmm.
and catch myself. And
I'm going to
sit
put out a
down,
hand on your shoulder.
and
Are you all
Domik's
right?
eyes spread out like I'm looking at multiples of your hands.
It's okay. Take your time.
Yes, more all right than I've been in a long time. This is good. He just pulls out like a blank journal and just starts, a very used journal.
Mm-hmm.
Flips to a blank page and starts scribbling in it, mumbling under his breath. you, if you're paying attention, hear the name Filet,
Mhm.
F-A-L-E. Just starts babbling to himself. And looks a bit, what's the word? Not vindicated, but he looks happy.
Nice.
I
I think vindicated is legit.
Yeah. Reassured is what I was going for. Vindicated is a bit aggressive, but it gets the point across.
So glancing over your shoulder, it's just Farrah's gonna. So are we poisoning someone named Filet?
Yes, we are poisoning Isa with, I don't know, a slab of meat. No, they're names, probably pseudonyms
We'll just say that you recapped
of
it.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Important. Coward, almost certainly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. First to Galaxia, then there if there's time. Not sure how long they're going to be in hell, but things are moving. This is good.
If it's important enough for your God to tell you, then we will make time.
I just don't want to assume things pop up very quickly here. All right. Does this break over yet? I don't know. That's a very large dolphin. Didn't even know they came in that color.
All right. So fast back forward.
Yep.
All right.
Back to land.
Nice.
Sorry about that.
No, that was very cool.
Domik is sluggish for the rest of the day and then goes to sleep way early.
Yep. So you wake up for that last trip, and y'all land in a very familiar area, but you notice just like Galaxia is that way. It's like you know your area.
We passed it.
Well, probably because we can't just drop Dragon
Yeah,
right
it's-
in the dead middle of town.
Yeah. Domik did actually put that together.
I'm assuming that we came down in like a wooded area.
No, you're in a marsh.
Okay. Yeah.
Is this a marsh that I'm familiar with
Yep.
herbs and stuff? This is my marsh.
This is up in this area.
Yeah, I know
You're in
this
that
one.
area, which is still like a day's walk.
This is with all the spices and roots. With the
Some of
florals.
them, yes.
Okay, I know this place.
How long is it on a fly, on a Pegasus?
It's still a few hours.
Okay. Better than day.
You're also not dealing with marsh under your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an important thing. Again, heavy armor, sink.
It's like
Just
dang
I'm
it,
not going.
everything is
anywhere.
quicksand now.
Yeah, when you're in heavy armor, all sand is quicksand or mud. Yeah, Domik with the biggest pep in his step that you've seen probably since you ever met him.
Mm-hmm.
Again, looks confident, reassured, and affectionately scritches Apollo. Probably more than normal. He's happy to see him. Is Braum? How's Braum?
He's sitting up finally. It's like, would you like
Is he?
company?
You're more than welcome.
Yeah,
to
you're
join.
certainly more than welcome. I don't know if you want to stay with.
They will stay
your
here,
family? Okay,
out of sight.
understood.
Will they be safe without you here?
He looks over.
the great room.
He looks over at Zycon. I think they can tend to themselves.
I will just go to Sealet and say, thank you, my friend. And all of you. I'll go to him specifically and then the great word.
Siamat kind of really quickly runs behind you and just picks you up from under your tailbone
I deserve
on the
this.
back of his neck, and you slide down and almost like tumble backwards.
Not graceful at all.
Nope. And then he like goes over to you and just puts his head on
I
you
don't
as you're
bow
on the
because
ground.
apparently they hate that. Thank you. With any luck, it won't be more than a couple days. Hard to tell. And then I get on Apollo.
Bring back something shiny for me, please. Or just any trophy.
Zemet says.
Yes.
Oh shit, we'll try, bro.
Can do.
I don't know where you.
No, that's Zycom.
Oh,
Says
Zycom.
ZMF is yours?
No.
You're Vienna.
Vienna.
Vienna, yeah.
I will go to before I leave. I'll go to see him and say, I may have a gift arrive.
Zycom?
No, mine. SEMA.
Okay, yep.
Say, if you're lucky, I might have a gift arriving soon. I can check.
Yeah, he kind of gives you like a really weird kind of hug
Don't even know.
with his neck.
Oh, okay. All right.
He kind of like is really affectionate towards you, and he's very playful with you.
I will offer a hand to help Farrah onto Apollo if she takes it.
Yep.
And we will head to Galaxia.
What
Specifically,
is Braum doing?
yeah, what is Braum doing?
How's he traveling?
Oh, yeah, I didn't think that far.
I'll take Ori for a second.
Okay.
I'll just jump.
I actually didn't think that far ahead. Like, we're already like, all right, let's. Oh.
You just see him looking at y'all.
This thing only fits two. Sorry,
You see him looking at y'all, and all of a sudden he just like nudges Ori over and just gets on Ori, and y'all fly together.
Sick. All right.
It takes you all about 4 hours from here on flight, which is better than a day.
Yeah.
Y'all fly directly over the water, I'm assuming?
Over the water, over trees.
Okay. After you cross the water, you see the large city and castle in the distance.
All right. We just need to get to the gate. Going on Pegasus is probably going to draw too much attention, so get to the gate, drop, go in. It's the plan.
I'll have Ori take your Pegasus back
Thank you.
with them. Hear that, Ori? He just gives like a weird nod.
Okay, no trouble?
So y'all start diving down to the
Yes.
ground. So this isn't where I wanted to jump, but since we're doing this, he just goes down with the dragon this time instead of jumping over.
He's so cool.
All right,
so
so
cool.
y'all land probably a good maybe 20-minute walk away.
That's fine. Not like we're used to small
Ori.
things.
Take the horse back with you. Don't need it. And are we going in?
Yes, we are.
All right. I hope your people have.
I haven't been here in several months, so hopefully no evil dictator's taken over. Domik reaches in a pouch and pulls out his family signet ring that he's had this whole time but hasn't had a reason to wear.
Okay.
Just slips it on. It's familiar but still odd. All right,
Start walking.
let's do this.
All right. Y'all walk to the gates. Once you get to the gates, you get stopped by guards for the first time.
Hood off.
Sir, no one's allowed in.
Of course. Why is that?
There have been monsters out here.
I'm not a monster.
Yes,
here.
but I'm sorry, sir. Sir, I apologize profusely. Who is this lady?
Just a companion for the moment.
Okay, I'm sorry. Come on in, sir. I
moment.
apologize profusely.
Yep.
Please,
They can
just
draw whatever conclusions they want. Don't really care. Thank you.
so they bow as you go in.
Don't acknowledge it. Domik has never acknowledged it, and he will not acknowledge it today.
Okay.
Already
So-
feeling funky about it, but he'll move forward.
So the gate opens as he yells, "Open the gate!" and y'all can just walk on in.
I'm gonna say to Braum, I really don't understand the class systems of this world.
They're glad I'm not the one speaking.
Neither do I, honestly. I just say from the front, not looking back. Everyone's confused by it. Doesn't make sense.
Do you have that Danish in this town? You know, the one that has the white cream on top?
I mean, there's plenty of Danishes. It's a bit sweet for my taste.
Oh,
I haven't had one of
I
those
know
in
of-
about a decade.
Market's that particular. Mark is that direction if you want to check it out, man. You can live your life.
You need me?
Feel free to accompany us if you want to, or you can do your own thing. You've done plenty.
If you want to
Plenty,
pick
my
up
friend.
a couple of danishes, we can give you money and then we can meet back.
No need. I'm going to go get some.
Okay.
Where should I meet y'all? And when?
Is there would my church have like a large landmark, like maybe a statue to buy, or like a symbol that's visible or something to that?
So you have a pretty large steeple in the front of your temple.
Okay. Then I will point. I'll say when we're done with our first business, I think I will probably be sleeping there. If our business requires more than a day. So if you don't see us, I'll be there.
Very well. Just a Danish apiece?
Yes. Whatever a danish
Like
is.
usually two, but that might be.
Nope. 2 it is. All right. He just heads straight off towards where you pointed.
Home sweet home. I will beeline first to the small but still excessively resplendent Senate Manor.
So as you get to the Senate Manor, you see a for sale sign on the front.
Oh.
Huh. Interesting. Is there a fence? Like, can I go in, or is there some kind of barrier?
There's a door in front of you. You can try going in.
Can I open the door?
You open the door. It looks kind of dusty. Maybe it's been abandoned for a little bit. As you're like kind of creeping in, you get, "Excuse me, sir. Are you interested in that? I am selling this for the Senates. They have moved across town."
Like, literally stumbles on his words, does not know what to say.
Farrah's gonna chime in. Thank you, sir. If you could point us in the exact direction, we will be on our way.
Yes, that.
They are in the large mansion across town, straight that way. Are you looking for their company headquarters as well?
Yes.
Yes. They're in the large warehouse. There's a few warehouses in that direction, northwards there.
Which one will we pass first?
It depends on the direction. West or north?
Not the warehouse. The
Then west.
manor.
They're straight that way. It's the largest building in that direction.
Thank you. That's all he can manage.
But no interest?
Farrah's gonna just kind of like grab Domik by the shoulder and kind of like move him on
He
out.
like almost military, like puts his foot behind and spins like 180 and just walks. Okay.
I'll say, it seems that your family is upgraded. Let's make haste.
Why though? Okay,
Money.
sure.
Why not?
I don't know. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Seems distracted, lost in thought.
All right. So as you go start walking, you pass a few houses. This is a normal residential area you know of. And up ahead, there's a large house you have not seen before.
Any familiar?
There used to be
livery?
an empty lot here.
Oh, like built?
New construction.
And it looks like it's still having final touches done to it.
So I think Farrah, understanding that this is kind of jarring for Domik, is going to take the lead a little bit. And I'm going to just kind of escort him up the steps of the house and open the front door.
Yeah.
That is locked.
When
Then I'm going to knock really hard.
that happens.
Okay.
But when I get to the top of the steps, I just close my eyes for a little bit, take a deep breath, and just take a sip from my wineskin. It's just water. And he kind of settles himself, and he looks a bit more put together. Sorry.
And before anyone opens the door,
I appreciate
Farrah's going to say, change isn't always bad. Remember, you've changed a lot too.
Yeah, you're right. It's just that house is the only house I ever know. My grandfather built it. It's weird saying anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we got most of what we have from. But anyway.
So,
That's a good thing. Maybe.
After a couple minutes of knocking, it is opened by a rather short gentleman. Probably half blood, half elf in blood.
The half blood prince.
Yeah, right. A lot of Harry Potter references today.
That's odd. It's almost like we're nerds.
Nerdos.
And you don't recognize this guy at all. Hello. Can I help you?
Here to see my father.
Domik?
Yup.
Welcome back. I'm sorry you have not met me before. I am Juliet.
Juliet.
Yes. I'm sorry. I had a very strange mother. Come on in. Please.
Fan of the theater, I see.
You can say that.
My sister's a bit like that.
Yes, so is my sister.
I'll say, nice to meet you, Jules.
Is she with you, sir?
She is.
Welcome, my lady.
Does the blue skin throw him off at all?
He doesn't.
I mean,
do much.
Nice.
Most Goliaths are super brown skin or stark gray. Yep. So there's a lot of variation with Goliaths. So it's probably interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get you a drink or anything?
Wine would be lovely.
Wine?
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Should I get some from the cellar? Maybe the top variety?
Why not?
It's been a long time, I've heard. But I'll be right back.
Before you leave, is my sister in town?
She is on a ship right now. She is in... I believe she went on which one was it? Yes, but she's on the delivery. One of the new crew, I believe.
That makes sense. Thank you.
What about his father?
He is upstairs.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Maybe the 200-year-old one.
Sounds good.
And you hear him scurry off.
Let's get at least one drink in you before you go face your father.
Why is older wine better? I just don't understand. It's the same stuff. It's just never really got it. I know why intellectually, the rarity type deal. It's hard.
And you hear her I
just babble.
Literally seconds later, you hear the running up the stairs, and he shuffles over and cleaning the bottle off, and just has 2 goblets out and just puts them out, and it puts the cloth over his wrist and just pours it out. There you go, sir and madame. Is there anything else? Do you want me to fetch your father for you?
Please.
That was interesting. I would go up right now. And he just scurries upstairs. And you immediately hear,
"Thank you.
Damn it, just leave me alone. I'll go get him." And you just hear the footsteps
That is that
go downstairs.
bombastic personality we all know and love.
Domik,
Fond smile.
is that you downstairs?
Yo.
And you just hear steps.
I literally say yo.
Okay. You were supposed to be running a ship before you left.
Yeah, that didn't really pan out.
You want to explain yourself? And what's with you contacting me in my dreams?
It was in your dreams?
I was kind of sleeping.
Oh. I didn't realize I could do that. It's magic. I have... Listen, not important. Start with you. What did you want to tell me? Why did I need to come home this very second?
We have upgraded. We have 16 new ships.
I see that. Well, let's see the upgrade. Write that down.
And we are looking for reliable captains. And obviously, I cannot rely on my son anymore.
How? Okay.
You left. No real good reason.
I had a great reason, but let's continue this.
Well, explain yourself. And
what?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Farrah. You could have introduced us.
Father, this is my traveling companion, Farrah. She's been very helpful and a lot of things.
Is the wine good?
Quite.
Would you like something to eat?
Not right now. Thank you.
We've been operating on very little creature comforts, so I think we'll survive. Why the upgrade? Just business?
Well, since all these monsters have been afoot, we've been importing and exporting more than just normal. Weapons, armor.
Oh.
There's a alchemical reaction that we have been delivering in 2 separate quantities. If you mix them together, they create quite the explosion.
Where are these being delivered to, if you don't mind me asking?
Multiple places.
Any particular recurring buyers?
We kind of
Multiple.
we kind of go everywhere. The
Where are these?
biggest appeal to this company is that we're as close to global as you can be.
I think we've
These
gotten
times.
pretty global lately.
What about the
Last few months, we've gotten quite out there.
that other group? Eastern. Those other
I've been
assholes?
trying to buy them out for the last 60 days.
I find it hard that they.
What's their asking price?
If I'm not mistaken, it was about 250 platinum. They're not nearly as big anymore.
He looks at you in the negative for the moment. Did we just jump on this opportunity first? I find it hard to believe that they just let us rise like this. They never have before. They certainly fought us tooth and nail in everything we've done. Was it just a...
Well, one of our biggest trade routes from before, we kind of cut off from them.
Are you saying we totally have 250?
You do.
Okay.
I just don't want to say that. Which is why he was like... don't.
You understand currency finally.
I know.
Yeah. Which
Does that throw Domik at all?
Hmm?
Does that throw Domik at all?
No. I don't think he was thinking about it in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So if he looks back on this,
But just the subtle realization that...
Yeah, there's like probably halfway through this conversation, I was like, wait a minute. Okay. That's good. I'm glad you're doing well. And you're still helming most of the, at least organizing yourself?
Of course.
All
How
right.
much of an extra workload would it be for your company to take on spreading information as well as deliveries?
Yeah, have we branched into,
Like a mail delivery service.
or even just actual people?
So,
You realize you have crafted the largest network of ships, at least that I know of. I've been all over multiple continents in the past couple months, and traveling is impossible now. Your ships, like, I'm sure people would pay exorbitant amounts of money for
there have been some uprising in travel lately, but it's also been a detriment whenever you have a ship or two go down once in a while because of whatever is in the waters.
Do you have any people with any kind of special ability to help fend off those creatures on your
We
ships?
have a few stone giants at hand. It kind of comes in handy.
But no one with any magical powers, you would say.
Why need to whenever you can just have them heft a few metal balls at a creature?
Which brings us to the next situation. Noticed anything odd, magical, supernatural,
If you can explain 3 missing ships,
but nothing local in town? No.
there's definitely attacks on the walls.
We're
Why?
talking more along the lines
Domik
of...
throws a glyph down, and the whole room lights up and starts spiraling.
He literally
Centered around him.
jumps away for a second. You've never seen your father jump. It's kind of, you understand why now?
Yeah. And he clenches a fist, and the lights dim and get dimmer and dimmer, and he opens his fist.
Okay. There's been one other in
Like
town
this.
that's done this. And he was shunned away because we thought he was attracting all this. but apparently he wasn't. I don't know
No.
where he went.
It's global. Congratulations.
Who was it?
Some younger child. He's now off. He's old enough to live on his own. He's fine.
Was it a child that grew up in this town or a child that just appeared?
He's been here his whole life.
Orphan?
Not an orphan, no. No, his
Any relatives?
mother and dad left with him. The whole family left.
Do you know their names?
Not me particularly. They lived on the other side of town where we used to live, maybe a block or two south.
Have to walk all the way back over there. Shit.
Okay.
Your mother might know.
All right. I have a couple solutions to a couple problems. But I do, like I said in the dream message, I do need a couple favors. Because without getting too deep into things, this town isn't safe. No town is safe. There's crazy things happening. You know, and I point to the glyph, I didn't get these abilities for free. I got them for a reason. And I've been traveling around trying to solve a bunch of problems. Those portals, those rifts, what do you want to call it, your ship's disappearing, they're all symptoms to a bigger problem. That is what myself, my companion, and a couple other people who are currently indisposed are trying to solve. We have plenty of strength. We just don't have mobility. Which is where you and your people come in. I understand there's nothing I could say that could give me full control of most of the company. But EGM is fair game, and I will reach into the very heavy sack. It's actually most of my backpack, and I will 10 gold. A platinum is 10 gold, right?
Yes.
I will pull out 200 platinum pieces.
Do you have that on you?
I do.
Mhm.
That's what we got from. We have 6,000 gold on us. I'll pull out a
So
third
we
of
took
that.
it out in platinum.
We took it out in platinum because that's the only way we can carry it. And they have the bag holding, so they can carry the gold. And I'll just. We need that company. As much as I despise them, what they've done to us in the past, we're not in a situation to choose. They're the biggest rival we have. We're solving your problem, but I need direct control over all of the routes. Of course, they'll continue what they have, but some ships may need to be put in awkward places. And it needs to be done fast. If you want details, I can give you as many details as you require, but
Where
this
did you
is
get that?
is just happening. Where did I get this?
Yes. Who pulls out a mansion worth of gold out of their back pocket?
Like I said, been dealing with big problems. People are grateful, powerful people, but what those people don't have is a legion of ships. Use your imagination. We helped someone who was rich enough that they felt the need to reward us. The rest of it doesn't really matter. Honestly, I truly can't remember. Being honest, Domik literally doesn't remember where we got all this money from. He just says, this just needs to happen. If you want me to make it worth your while and not as a favor to a son, I can make it worth your while, but I would prefer if we could just call this something that needs to be done as a favor. Oh, and also I'm doubling the reach of your company, so the reach of our company. Domik makes a point to correct himself. I'm not done. I was never going to be gone. Some things are more important.
He stands up. He walks away for a second. Out of sight.
Look at Farrah. Stressed out.
It'll be fine.
A few minutes pass.
After, like, another minute of him not returning, I'll just say, that was a lot of news for him to take in all at once. You have to give him some time.
That's fair. That's fair.
So how much gold did you just put on the table?
Literal gold or like money?
Money.
2,000. And I heavily implied that that's not all that I had.
Okay.
Because I counted out and specifically put that out. And the bag was still jingling.
Okay. A little bit later, 7-8 minutes after he left.
I'm going to get out my pan flute. Like, surreptitiously.
Or
not surreptitiously. What is the word? Nonchalantly.
Nonchalant. There you go.
Okay.
You gonna lightning bolt my father?
I'm prepared. I'm prepared. I don't give a shit about your dad.
That was out of the game. I don't give a shit about your dad.
I don't give a fuck about your dad.
Oh god, that's so funny.
So he comes up with the dustiest bottle of wine you've ever seen. And he's like wiping it off, puts it down.
Resist the urge to roll my eyes. Can this be done?
Do you have a crew to run a ship of your own?
Yeah.
He pops it and just pours it into both y'all's. And just from behind him, he just pulls another one and pours it in his. He holds it up. And takes a sip.
If I may say one thing. Yes, your son is doing this for you. And yes, there is a sense of a trade. But I think that it's important that you, as his father, know that he is very important to the fate of the world right now. And he must prioritize that, and you must allow him to.
Don't look so uncomfortable.
So, if we're going to do this, if we're going to buy out this other company,
No other option.
you're offering 200 platinum on your part?
Yep.
Where are you in all this? Are you his wife? Girlfriend?
Jokes on wine.
Are you from up north? You're very...
You could say that. I don't want to blow your mind too much, but I'm not from this world. And once I'm done helping Domik and his friends, I am not bound to this world. I must return to my own. The big tears in the sky, one of them is my home.
Interesting.
The good one.
Interesting.
Jesus.
He pulls out a pouch and you drops it and you just hear a large clank on the ground. That's my 50 platinum.
All right.
We're going to have to get you a ship of your own.
I'm
And
sure.
what... Where are you looking to position some ships?
All right, let's get to it.
Let's pull out the map.
Yeah. Domik,
If you want, you can go over there.
Domik,
You can sit.
all right.
Excuse us a second as we reposition.
Excuse a second.
We're not cutting, we're just going.
Yeah, come on.
I don't know.
Have a good little sitsy.
You can't go that way.
I can't go this way. I didn't need my phone now.
Okay. Oh, lady.
Quick intermission, and we're back.
Quick intermission.
Okay, where are we going?
So he pulls out. So y'all literally, as he's saying this, is like, we'll go to the map room,
Okay.
and you literally go to an office that has a large map on the wall.
Okay, so
Roughly how many ships would the other company, the EGM, be able to like take off routes they already have that are parallel to our company's routes? How many spare ships do they have, basically? Like, do I have like 6 I could place, or is it like 20?
I think we need at least 9.
I wanna just spread out.
Yeah,
I just don't know how many resources.
I think that we need at least 9. So what is he like?
So you're at how?
I'm asking him how many. I mean, obviously we've grown, so we're not at parity anymore. But roughly how many mobile cruisers?
Last I knew, they had 12 large ships
The
total.
company that we're buying?
total.
So perhaps we can use those dozen for the not exclusive, but majority uses that we need them for. That way, your current sales, deliveries, etc., are not negatively impacted in any way. And obviously, in the times that they are not doing things for us, they can be doing whatever you need them to do.
It's actually very important that they continue at least a farce of standard deliveries. If they're just sitting idle, it would be super suspicious.
So you're looking to alter their route.
They will need altering.
So
That's imperative.
for your company, I would use these 12 ships for whatever you, essentially, whatever people restock on the most. The most commonly
General goods.
traded and ordered items should be constantly moving back and forth on these ships.
Things you could say anyone. That's a good idea. General weapons, fish, stuff that everyone would need.
Save your much more important things for your own fleet.
Yeah, and understand this is temporary. Once everything cools off and I can actually take a breath, they can go back to whatever's the most profitable.
So I think that this continent needs 3. Just this, at least.
At least.
So
I was kind of thinking
I think it would
at least 2 on this
suffice-
side and at least 2 on this side.
So I think it would suffice to have one ship manage both of these.
Yes.
One. So 1, 2, 3. This one can handle this one as well. So that's 3.
I wish we had something that wouldn't damage the map that we could put there.
4, 5, 6,
7,
7 could come all the way.
probably. This'll.
Yeah.
Yeah, just one stuck here.
8, 9, and then let's have 2 more going the same route, just rotating the times that they leave port so that we always have one in motion. We don't have to wait for one to come all the way back to do something that we need it to do. So we'll have 3 basically making that same route over and over. And then we could put...
Are you looking for anything in these routes?
Right now, it just needs. Well,
That's your father
one,
speaking.
One on this side.
oh yeah. Honestly,
One running from here
I need to take some time
to
to
there.
talk to the rest of my companions, but in general, they just need a solid port, like a base port, because obviously they can't go here and all the way back to Galaxia. So they just need somewhere to dock, and it needs to be a natural and actually somewhat profitable space, or else it'll look suspicious. Like I said, this needs to be covert. It needs to be fast, and honestly, we're not even 100% sure how we're going to utilize this yet. But
I think that you can
Believe
expect
me.
it to be for, I think that you can expect it to be used for the transport of people and
Honestly,
information.
the fact that we're picking up in the weapons trade makes me feel a little uncomfortable, but that's also incredibly helpful for what we need to do
Well,
as well,
if we're doing this,
which we are.
I'm giving you the newest frigate.
Oh,
You can have someone run it for you. You can run it. It is yours.
that's good. That's helpful.
They're armed with multiple defensive measures.
Don't say I've.
It was built and should be seaworthy in the next week.
I thought we didn't do defensive measures. I thought the Goliaths and Giants were enough. That's what you've
After
always
losing
told
our
me.
third ship,
Oh,
we thought it would be
that makes sense.
beneficial.
That makes sense. So I think that we could probably spend like the next couple hours or
just
so ironing
Ironing
out,
this down, and I will actually figure out.
picking
fully.
exactly where we need it to go.
Yeah. All right.
All we require is that ship make at least one run a month.
That seems more than fair.
We can make this work. It's been a while since I've peered over a sea map and done this part of the business, but never really unlearn it, do you?
Well,
All right.
I believe we can look this over within the next few days.
Iron it out.
This isn't going to run itself, and we still need to buy the other company.
Not that I need to tell you this, but be ruthless. It just needs to get done. We're not, if they have employees that they want to keep on board, there's no reason to replace them. We're obviously short-staffed enough. So we can spin this as a good thing. I don't think those guys were too nice to their own employees anyway, so we can raise pay if we have to. We just need everyone on board as soon as possible. Expediency is more important than probability at this point.
Well, maybe I'll just take the money now and go get it. Today rather than tomorrow.
Congratulations on your new monopoly on trade.
Ugh. It just shudders at the word monopoly. Just,
Good thing we upgraded.
yep.
The warehouse might need a extension now.
I'm sure they have a warehouse.
We might want to connect those.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else?
Domik, did you want to see your mother while we were here?
Yeah. There's no way I'm getting out of that, is there?
She was cooking dinner last I saw. She still prefers it even though we have help.
Sounds like her. All right. Well, we're not going anywhere, at least for the next couple of days. Call me if you need me. Let's go to my mother.
Okay.
Can I go right now?
Yep, go for it.
Whoa. It feels unnatural on this side of the table. I just feel like a poser. Oh, God.
I think you mean better.
I don't. It feels wrong.
All right.
I am a creature of habit.
So you can easily follow the smell. It smells like she's making like buttered lobster.
All the spices.
Butter lobster.
Hello. Yo.
Hey, man.
Dummy poo!
Click save.
Come back!
Chris, why'd you wake up and choose violence today?
Domik
Why-
poo.
it could have been anything.
It's been so long. Where have you been?
Traveling.
I heard that your father spoke with you, but I thought it was just a nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
No offense. He just doesn't speak well of you lately.
I talked to him already. He's doing well. I think
Well, I'm glad.
Expanding again is the word on the street.
Again. We just... You know how hard it is to clean this place?
The warehouse, not the building. Not this place. This place is staying the same. But he might be busy the next couple days. Just fair warning. How have you been? Enough talk. Sorry.
I've been well. Better now that you're back. How long are you staying? She hugs you back. It's kind of weird with arm around that.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. It's like, I was like, why haven't I taken my armor off? I'm in town.
Who's your friend? I can make 2 more plates.
Farrah, ma'am. Nice to meet you.
That.
Oh, you just call me Mom.
He's just a good friend. He's helped me out immensely in my travels. One of the reasons I'm still alive.
Well, go clean up. I'll have supper here soon.
Clean up. Look down at my robes that have gotten attacked by like several different breath weapons and
They're probably not clean at all.
Caked in salt and dirt and stuff. All right, I'll clean up. I don't have a room here. I say to myself as I walk up, take 10 minutes to take my armor off.
You go with him?
Yeah, perhaps you said you had a sister. Maybe she would have something that I could change into.
Yeah, she probably has a room here.
You start looking around randomly.
I'm not asking help. We're doing this like heroes. By guessing
You'll pass a maid who like bows as she passes.
Yep.
Could you point me to his sister's room, please?
Who is he?
Domik.
Oh, you're Domik, sir.
Yep.
Your sister room? This way. Come here. She walks over. This is where she stays when she's here. She has a house as well down the street.
I'm gonna open the closet.
You open the closet, and there is a large selection of sailing attire and one formal dress. And the dress is it has like a pantsuit with it.
I'm taking the formal dress. And I'll write like a note of...
Nah, don't apologize. Take what you want. She owes me. She broke my favorite chair a couple years ago. It's fine.
If you're sure.
Yep. She's a big sharer. It's one of her favorite things.
Somehow I don't believe that.
I'm not trying.
Okay.
My deception is bad, and I'm not even trying that.
When you put this dress on, it's very loose, even on you.
I'll take some of my because I think that my clothes had like a kind of a couple ties here and there. So I think I'll take some of the ties from my clothes and help fit it a little bit.
It also adds color because it's very black and gray.
Built.
Nice. So it's like black and gray with kind of like a emerald green sash
There you go.
around the middle.
Do I have a... Hey, maid lady, I don't know your name.
Oh, that's fine. You can call me that.
Did they move my stuff here? It's been a while, even before the upgrade. Do they put my stuff in like a closet maybe, or? Oh,
you have a room. It's not very well kept right now. They told me just leave it. But it's right down here, sir. Down this hall.
Domik goes to the room, and even before he left to head south to Asirun, he had not been home for a couple of years. He had been staying at the church.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a while since he's seen his own personal stuff.
Yep.
So it takes a little bit just looking around.
So you get in there, and there's a large crate in the middle.
Yep.
And just smaller storage cases around. Nothing is out. It's all just in storage.
Just open stuff. Looking and stuff.
You see multiple outfits. You see multiple childhood items. Just a little bit of everything.
Find the stuff and I will shut the real deep in there. No one needs to see that. I would find just something that fits that's not super fancy. That's the equivalent of comfortable clothes. Just a tunic and some breeches.
You can find that.
Which is probably pretty out of place in here, but Domik likes to keep it, at least have a couple pairs of casual wear. just to not stand out. So he just puts it on and folds up his robe, his dirty clothes, and just doesn't know what to do with it. So he'll just leave it on the floor, fold it up nicely, and be like, maybe someone will take care of that. If not, I'll do it.
Okay.
It leaves the door open, and maybe we meet back up after close.
So you see him in a pretty nice tunic. That might be a tiny bit tight.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like,
And you're in a very loose dress with a green sash.
Perhaps we should switch.
Just so much room. I can move my shoulders. But armor is like not particularly. I should really get that fitted. I just took it off of Dragonborn. Dragonborn are like strange proportions. Should really get that fitted. This is much better. All right.
Let's have dinner.
Dinner and then serious conversations at my church. That would be fun.
Yep. So you'll go have buttered lobster, baked potatoes,
I feel like
the whole thing.
Yeah, I feel like most of the conversation with my mom is like small talk.
Probably.
And she like asks the normal question, where you been? How you doing? When you going back? And it's just as non-committal as you'd think it'd be, but still like respectful. I'll answer her questions with the real answers, but just super like abbreviated. Like, yeah, mom, just work, church running me wild kind of thing.
Your dad ignores almost all of it.
Yeah.
That's that part.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, just trying to do my son duties and be here and talk about what she wants to talk about rather than about me.
She makes small talk with her as well.
Oh, nice. What did she ask me? I'm about to blow her freaking mind.
Where are you from?
Mount Olympus.
Where's that?
You could say it's in another realm.
Okay. What do you mean realm exactly?
So, for example, some of the tears.
Small talk, yeah, Domik.
So some of the tears in the sky, they actually go to different worlds. Some very similar to this one, some very different. Mine is one of the slightly similar ones. Lots of really, really good people on it, and I came from there.
Small talk.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, she leans over to you.
She's
Is she one of those monsters that we have to deal with?
no, she's the opposite monster.
Well, it's good to meet you as well.
It's nice to meet you too.
She's okay. Okay.
Perfect.
You can think of me as a kind of angel.
She takes something.
No, she's 100% correct. She is the guardian of a lot of things. You
have a very pretty blue skin.
Thank you.
Do you eat lobster?
I do. Yeah, it's quite delicious.
Everyone eats lobster.
Thank you. She's
It
not
is.
offended, is she?
Hmm?
She's not offended, is she?
You could ask her. She has her own thoughts and opinions. Mother, don't be like that, mother. Don't be a boomer.
Let's get some more wine, please.
Sure.
She's very... I don't know what to say.
We're sitting at the table like this is full. Farrah watches her lean over to me, whispering in my ear, and I'm just like,
I don't...
You're
This
fine.
is interesting.
It's very good to see you. I miss
So,
you.
what is Mount Olympus like?
It is the weather is always beautiful. The
Very religious people, I hear.
very, very religious,
Domik chuckles.
very religious people. Our systems of like exchange of goods is very different. We don't use the same kind of currency that you guys do. We don't really use a currency at all. We kind of trade goods for goods and services for services. Yeah, it's a lovely place. I miss it very much, and I cannot wait to be home.
It sounds like the weather would be a good place to go. Can you get there by boat?
You cannot,
Oh,
unless you are already on the world.
so it's... Wait,
You could sell your boat.
on the world. Do I have to... So not...
This-
Do I walk there?
You could walk through some sort of magical portal to get there, but On your own 2 feet from this world to my world, not very easily could you get there.
What's a magical portal?
It's a long story, Mother. Why don't I tell you later? Maybe tomorrow after we finish.
We'll have to take a vacation there one day.
Please do.
Yes, we will. I'll put it in my schedule book. We'll schedule a vacation to Mount Olympus, Mother. That is what we will do.
It sounds amazing. The weather makes it perfect.
It is perfect.
Yes.
Of course,
Delicious.
the entire world is at war right now.
Yeah.
Fighting titans.
Yeah,
God knows
but-
what else.
Well, y'all small talk kind of continues like that because she's like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll.
And I've
I'll
just
help,
got like an answer for everything.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all finish dinner. Your father says, well, I'm going to take that platinum from you. Guess I'll be back with keys to their warehouses.
Take a guard. We've had
Deeds and keys.
preferably a Goliath guard. We've had bad interactions with them. First time, it may not go as smooth as we hope.
I've got a new one. You might actually like them.
It might be a good idea. How long do you think it'll take you to get to them and make a deal?
To them, 20 minutes. Make a deal. It's their asking price, so.
Perhaps how Domik contacted you yesterday, maybe he can do the same thing again in about an hour just to make sure that you're okay. And you'll be able to answer him that way. Does that sound good?
Sure.
You'll hear from me in an hour.
So I wasn't dreaming
Nope.
about that.
Nope. Hands glow a little bit.
That's.
It's weird.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
go.
I hate it too.
I'll take my hand out and I'll just make a little firebolt right there. But not
He-
shoot it.
Just keep that. We just built the place.
It's
Not even done yet.
I'll like close it like a Zippo lighter.
I love that image.
And he then walks off towards the direction of the other company.
Godspeed.
So, while he's gone, he's going to be gone a little while. Anything y'all talk about with Mother or do?
Yeah.
No, real quick. Do we have that whole map? I can't remember as a party
Yes.
if we have that.
Mhm.
It's on the Google
We
Drive
do.
I shared.
Okay. Like our characters have that map.
Yes.
Okay. Is it? Okay, that's cool. Neat. That's all I want to do.
Y'all have 2 maps too. One of them has the teleportation circles on it as well.
Gotcha. It's nighttime now, or what? Where are we? At?
Nathan!
No, that was like lunch.
Okay.
Nathan!
So we still have time to go to the church.
Yeah.
On the day.
Do you want me to go to the church and just check in with Braum?
No, I think I'm headed there too. My mother's just gonna talk us in circles if we stay here, and the father's gonna be out for a while at best. So
Yeah.
if we can knock this out, then we can come back here and put our full attention on where we want to move these ships. Okay,
So, off to church.
start making our way to the
Le
Church
church.
of Avaya.
large church of Avaya, which
The
is
church is not a building. The church is not a steeple.
So, as you'll get to the church, door is kind of cracked. The large front door.
yeah.
As you open it up, you see a few of the priests that you're used to.
Mhm.
Everyone seems to be eating danishes.
Oh! I love Braum so much.
You see Braum has a large, like Santa-sized sack next to him.
I love this man.
Your market has
this
more
dragon
danishes.
man.
I found a whole shop that has pastries.
Real quick, 5 seconds before we get in there, I'm just gonna turn to Farrah and say, I don't like throwing my power around a lot. I don't like pretending I'm more important than I am. But this might be one of those times where we need to look at our best. So
Just let me know.
the
give me a
whole
wink, a nod, anything.
no, the whole time.
The
Just
whole time.
this needs to go well. Hopefully they've upgraded since. And,
Come,
when
Domik, Farrah, come sit.
You said the doors are cracked?
The front door is cracked. Yep.
Domik, as soon as he walks in, sees all Braum, very dramatically casts Thaumaturgy and throws the doors the rest of the way back, and it makes a loud noise.
Okay.
And tries to get everyone's attention.
Oh, you immediately do. Everyone, one of them even drops the pastry on the ground.
And we'll just let a little bit of the
I'm going to go
golden
pick
magic.
up that pastry and start to eat it.
As you get
It's a power move, and I'm going for it.
As you get there and get the pastry,
I'm here.
you notice that he's got a bag full of just multiple pastries. It looks like he bought the whole bakery.
Yeah, the dude that dropped it, I'm going to bend over, pick up the pastry, look at him, and walk back
He
over
looks
to
at you
Domik.
and then looks at Domik.
Farrah would know. There's a big coin dish, like offerings dish, like a Thai thing, but it's one of those weird things where you put a coin in it and rolls around it. And Domik very visibly pulls out a platinum and just tosses it in it, and it spins around. Probably makes a louder sound than normal, and walks forward, right at the door, and just goes to meet Braum.
All right. Well, he immediately. Who are you trying to meet?
Well, just Braum for right now. See what he has to say.
So Braum comes up and he's like, "Here," and he just opens the sack and just shows you literally maybe 30 pastries in there.
You did well, my friend. A true hunter, indeed.
You didn't tell me they had all this. Here, try this one. And they called it an apple tart. He just shoves it in your face. Oh, I got you more than just that. So have a choice.
Fabulous. I take one of each.
Okay. You have 7 different items there.
Great. I'm going to eat them all over the course of this next conversation.
Okay.
I see you've met my order. Just kind of pointing vaguely.
From the corner of your eye, you see Father Lucero
He
walk forward.
He goes forward to meet him.
He gives you a slight bow and reaches his hand out like this.
Is there any big statue in the room or anything?
There's one in the very center that kind of looks humanoid. It's very vaguely crafted, almost like no one has really known what Avaya really looks like.
Is it metal?
Just stone.
Stone, okay. Cool. I'm going to move towards that and kind of hang out by it and be eating my danishes, and that's where I'm going to be for a while.
Understood.
She goes past you then.
When he holds his hand out, is this a custom that I'm
like this? Yeah, you're used to
aware of?
putting both hands in there, and he'll put his head on it.
Okay.
And he does that. It's good to see you again.
It is very good to see you again, Father.
I have brought all of us together. We are all here.
That is,
You wished to speak with us.
and everyone here is fully ordained and trusted.
Yes. Except for that one. I don't.
Does he point to Braum?
Yes.
Okay.
He came and said he was meeting you and offered us
That one's
multiple.
I give a smirk. That one's trouble, but think he's fine for the moment.
I think he has a very large sweet tooth. I have never seen someone buy an entire bakery of sweets.
Everyone has their own weaknesses. Who are we to judge?
He speaks of multiple magical beings, and he called us all useless for not having these powers.
He has opinions. All right. If you don't mind if I address.
Please.
Domik does not take his place. I assume he's at the head of the church where Sarah is.
It's a big hall right now.
Yeah, he'll just back up a little bit so he's not full facing him, and just kind of spin around. Take a breath, steady himself, and pull out his holy symbol. It's the same holy symbol everyone has.
Everyone has it, yep.
Yeah, literally everyone has it. His was tucked in. He pulls it out.
When you pull yours out, yours starts to glow, and everyone else's. They all immediately look at it.
So as all of your things start to glow, I'm going to very casually touch and cast light on the statue of Avaya.
Okay.
And it's going to be the same like golden color light as all of the glyphs.
Okay. Yeah, you can't quite match it just because of the way it glows and the actual aura coming off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's
But
more
it's
of
gonna
a
be the
magic
same
aura
color,
versus the light. Yeah, it's the same color. So it does
works.
visually look almost the same. As you do this,
And I'm going to do
your
it like
glyph
real fast.
comes around you automatically.
Oh,
And you also see the glyph, slow, like a very faded glyph, go around each one of the members.
And I'm going to pretend I didn't do it and go back to eating my Danishes.
Okay.
I will turn and face the crowd of.
It lasts an hour.
I'll face the crowd. And he kind of laughs and scoffs at this. Obviously, a lot has changed.
They're all looking around at their glyphs and at you.
Troubling
And at
times.
the statue.
Indeed. But rest assured, Our Lady, as always, is with all of us.
As you're speaking, you're literally drawing every one of them towards you. There's about 7 of them.
I say, I left here, was it a couple months? It feels like it's a couple months right now.
Like almost 2 months.
A few months ago, under the instruction of our head here, gestures to Lucero, with the vague instruction to travel south. I had no idea where I was going, but despite that. And I really didn't know what to expect. But the world is in turmoil right now. There are forces at work here that are stronger than anything we've ever been against. Is everyone here aware of the name Mentis I invoke?
You hear some whispering, and Father Lucero turns to you and says, "We've heard the name vaguely. We've also heard stories from travelers."
It was sanity, not chaos, right?
Yes.
Sanity. The father of insanity, a god at the very least comparable to the might of Our Lady. Exactly how, who could say, doesn't really matter. But that entity, that being, is a patron of a much larger threat that is here. These rifts, these portals that we've seen, the tears in reality, the tears outside our city, outside this realm, they're not just here, they're global, and they are a problem.
As he's talking,
Gets more and more into
you
it.
notice something almost iridescent behind him. About 7 feet taller than him.
A problem to everyone.
He doesn't notice it.
I super don't. I'm into this.
What does it look like?
For the moment, it looks like just like speckles of light.
Mm-hmm.
Problem to the whole realm. Humans, elves, Goliaths, gods alike. There is some being that is siphoning the very essence of life from this realm. And I don't say this lightly, the other realms as well. I've been traveling a lot. I've talked to a lot of folks and pleaded, begged for assistance, and no one feels the need to assist us, to help us, to deal with this threat. So I come before you under the instruction of my lady. And when I say my lady, I will pull out the rod of Aya and just kind of...
You now see a physical almost physical form of a angelic creature that has a almost life side and death side in front of you.
I'm gonna let him keep talking, but I'm gonna kind of stand
It's still
up.
iridescent.
I'm gonna kind of stand up and put down my croissants.
With the aid of my lady, to deal with this blight.
By the way, as you're speaking, everyone's jaw is like slowly dropping.
I understand this is a lot to unpack, and I apologize for the very little notice I gave. But this needs to happen, and it needs to happen fast. Can I count on you all? And I just raise a hand and stop talking and see if anyone has any responses, or if they're just going to be quiet and reverent.
You hear almost murmurs that you can't make out. And you also, as they continually to kind of agree as a group, you see each of their glyphs underneath them that you just assumed was coming off yours kind of fully develop.
Awesome. Obviously.
And the iridescence is almost
Opaque-ish.
Yeah.
I don't have perfect information. In fact, I have very little. But myself and the group I've been traveling with have been hunting down several leads. Domik makes a sour face, not really wanting to say what he's going to say. He goes, the archdevil, he says questioningly, Avaricia, there's a visible question mark at the end of Avaricia, seems to be an unwitting ally in this fight, at least if all goes well, as uncomfortable as it makes us. I know of several other mages that could help us. I've also gained the names of a few others like myself. One in particular who shares a similar belief, and he will describe, what was it?
Filet.
Mignon.
Because Domik don't got time to track down random people. And he will say, I got the name from my lady herself, our lady. She is here, blah, blah, blah. He explains where she was. He goes, if possible, if someone could seek out this lost child and direct her home.
I'll do this, says one of them.
Also, there's another who may be seafaring, will probably be harder to find. Gets description. Goes by the name of Poison, says with a smirk.
Another one speaks up. I can try to track it.
I will as well. If anyone gets any information, throw it through the network. Also, do we have good relationships with any other clergy, any other orders, friendly gods that we can reach out to? As I said, this is a problem for everyone. Maybe even neutral.
We have a temple at Hope Harbor. We can reach out over there. We'll send a raven tonight.
Yeah. Raven sounds good.
Understood. That would be helpful. Stand by while I check my notes and make sure I'm not missing anything.
Make sure they keep themselves safe.
This is obviously important, but don't put yourself in harm's way. There's always someone who can do the job if things get too rough. We need numbers and allies more than we need everything to go perfect. Stand by. Father Lucero turns back. Are you aware of anyone else who's gained...
You're turning to Father.
Just like...
So he's like in front of you, but just kind of to the side.
Okay, I'll just turn to him then.
Yep.
Is anyone aware of any other person that has gained magic?
Yes, there is a family that has a child. They're living nearby right now.
If we could send someone there, well guarded, of course, to track them down.
I can do that myself.
Offer them lodgings here.
They're in Penshaw, the town to the south. I will go there and I will greet them myself. Do you want me to bring them to you?
Yes.
Just to this temple.
I can do that. That is not an issue at all.
This place needs to be... Obviously, the forces we're going against are hostile. I won't say it's possible that there's any backlash, but we need to be on alert in case something happens. Anything we could afford, perhaps just hiring city guards, anything to keep an eye out on this place, this holy place. Whatever needs to be done, I will personally make sure it happens.
My friend, I think now might be an appropriate time to say a prayer of gratitude and guidance to Avaya. Perhaps you could lead your fellow clergymen.
Domik does not mind doing that. Thomas does. Yeah, stand by.
It's like, I wrote this down previously.
I did not at all.
Well, just make it up, buddy. You got it.
Yeah.
You can make it very, very simple if you want.
And he says, of course, like I said, anything this church needs under Our Lady's guidance. The fortune she brings to us, we spread out to the world, as we always have. And we always will. And it'll reach back into the bag and drop visibly 10 more platinum into their whatever closest offering tray.
Okay.
For whatever needs to be done. And then I know he will, because we changed my abilities, I will channel divinity to actually throw out the full glyph now. It's channel divinity now because it was a little bit too strong the way it was. So we got that. And just try to empower everyone, just visualizing a barrier.
As you do this, you see their glyphs kind of merge with yours, and you have one large one around everyone.
What do I see behind him?
You see a angel of death and life, pretty much, is what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And she takes a step forward, and you feel something hit your shoulder as the glyph on the ground, the light of everything, and this angel all just disappear at the same time. And then all of a sudden, Father Lucero speaks up. Do you realize what you have just done?
Is he talk? Can everyone else hear this, or is he?
No, he's talking to you. Yeah.
No, and for the sake of my sanity, I'm fine not understanding the weight that I hold currently.
That's not what I mean. You were literally a voice for Avaya herself. Did you realize she was there with you? And not just spiritually.
Farrah's gonna be like nodding. Like, yeah.
She was there. Braum says, yep. The guy was right behind you.
Quiet pastry boy.
She was right there.
Honestly, it's felt like she's been here with me for a while now.
So as Father Rosero turns around, he raises 2 hands, and you just see 2 flames just shoot out. He's like, he immediately does this. Looks at his hands, and you can see him like a flame appear on both of them. Everyone, bow your heads with me as we greet Father Senate into our temple.
Well, this is awkward. Domik was preparing to cast ceremony, and it was going to be dedication, like kind of poured through the shared glyph
Oh my god, that's so
to like
exciting.
kind of like metaphysically dedicate this whole church,
You're a
like
father.
the whole body of the church to like the actual Avaya, not just like a church of worship. Just this is the place that Avaya can call home. And he finishes the ceremony, and then hears that and almost drops concentration, but keeps going.
So
What's up, Papa Senate?
as you finish the
Don't
ceremony,
like that.
you turn around and the statue's not the same anymore. It looks like the angel from your dreams. Or the god from your dreams.
Nods.
And Father Rosero seems to look up after he says that and looks back at you. You really have connected. And as everyone looks around, everyone's looking at their hands and like they're doing different motions. You see glowing or like a little flame here and there. Looks like all 7 of them seem to have gained some sort of power of some sort.
7 little baby clerics.
They're all old men.
Yeah, little baby old men.
Hey man, a guiding bolt from a old guy is just as good as anything else, so I'll take it.
This is where a learned scholar comes in,
Yeah.
such as myself.
Domik just tries to not have a panic attack, and I think he will go around to every single person and kind of finish that dedication spell that kind of connected the whole church, and just talk to everyone privately. Just kind of catching up and putting his hands on people's shoulders and just trying to share what he experienced, because that's what we do. We spread the wealth.
Okay. So as soon as you all finish, Father Wyndon, who is the one that said he's going to find Philae,
I should.
and Father Thorell says he's going to go off and find poison, or try to. He asks if he can borrow one of your father's ships or head on there in search, or if he can catch one of the next rides.
Yes.
If you can wait like a week, we have our own ship.
Yeah. Belay that for a couple days. I'll have. I may be able to get you a personal vessel straight to the point.
No, belay that.
Okay.
Belay.
All right. So, Father Rosero comes over to you. While I'm not here. While I'm not here, I'm going to go to this family. But
Please be safe. Take a guard.
I'll be okay. Avaya will guide me.
I hear you. I hear you. It's rough out there, man.
With your blessing that you have given us, I think I will be fine.
All right. What is faith?
I trust it.
I'm nervous, but I trust him. I'm not going to tell him no.
Okay.
Thank you. I think that's all I needed to...
Keep the temple safe while I'm gone. I'll be back in a day.
Okay. Domik says, totally about to leave.
Please make sure he stays okay as he points to Braum. Just keep him in sight, please. He's interesting.
He's a good one.
And those 3 leave. Wyndon, you'd have no idea where he's going. Or not Wyndon, Thorell. Because you said to wait a few days.
Yeah. Those people, the two you just mentioned, Lyndon and Pharrell, I just want to be familiar with them so I can send settings to them.
Okay.
So when I talk to everyone, I'll just have a conversation.
Okay.
Handshake. What's your deal? Okay, bye.
Okay. You can do that.
Familiar with those two.
Yep. So that's Father Thorel, Therel. He's the one that's going to go on the ship and find poison.
I wrote Pharrell.
Yep, I know you did. I heard it. And then Father Winden, Winden. Winden. Okay, I did say it right. He's the one that's going to go try to find Filet.
Oh, fish. Gotcha. All right. I look too far and say Farrah.
Mm-hmm.
Farrah,
Mm-hmm.
not Farrah.
Mm-hmm.
I say, that's what I wanted to do. I didn't think it would go that smooth.
I knew it would. Perhaps you should get some rest.
There's beds, barracks. I can rest there.
We have Danishes. You wanted to.
Give me a dash.
You want anything else?
No, just that lobster.
That's lobster.
I know, it's a different stomach for sweet.
This is your dessert.
I'm with you.
And it could be a main meal.
All right, fine. Give me the second one. You've convinced me, Braum.
I support this man in whatever he does from here on out.
I don't have the willpower.
Dessert can be a main meal, and it should. Damn it.
See?
We dessert.
We dessert the dessert. Got it. All right.
That's
Do they have a whorehouse here?
in the city or in the church? Because in the city, yes. In the church, I'll let you figure that out.
I don't know how your city works. I don't really stay out much anymore.
I'll just walk around and
All right. So
search for the smell of desperation, and I'm sure that you'll find one.
that's the street. When you see more dirt appearing on the street, you're getting closer. Just look for more dirt.
And
The closer you get, you're on the right path.
Are you pulling my leg?
No, it's not.
All right. I know where to find you.
Why
You said
does
you're gonna
Domik
stay here.
know where the whorehouses are?
It's the slums, man.
You're a hoe.
It's the slums. I directed him to where I would assume.
I hope that you know that now I'm telling the rest of the party that you know the exact location of all
That
of
is
the
not-
whorehouses in your city, whether or not it's true.
Bart's gonna bar. You can do what you want. I'm not gonna try to control the mouthful of bar.
he leaves with his whole sack of Danishes or desserts,
Yep.
pastries, minus what y'all took.
Because that's what I promised. I'm a man of my word.
There's also an apple fritter somewhere in the front that he gave you originally.
I don't have anything more pressing to do, so I'm going to stay here until Rosero gets back. That is my plan.
Okay.
And then the next thing I really want to do is get back to my father and see how the sale worked. So I promised
I
I'll
feel like
wait.
it's been like an hour.
Yeah, I'm just telling you my future plans. But
Hmm.
oh yeah, I need to
You
send
gotta
him.
send.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. 100%. I forgot.
I got you, buddy.
Yeah, send it.
Go for it.
It's me. Tell me. I'm not looking.
By all means, beat around the bush.
That's all.
How's things going
How's things going?
with the sale?
That is the worst sentence structure I have ever.
Leave me alone.
He's cutting his words in half, okay?
I'm not a scholar. I'm
He's a father. It's
medical
okay.
professional and a
You're a
priest.
father.
I don't know. That's weird.
That's all.
Let me know.
He's 11 words.
How's things? Let me know. He knows what's up.
You said how's things again?
Yes, he did.
No,
Oh
that's not the
my
message.
God.
Let me know was the last thing I said.
Well, you have
I don't
9
know.
words
I don't
left.
No, you 100% said how's things twice
You did.
in the same
In the same sending.
sending.
All right, listen. I'm
That's
nervous.
So the
canon.
response you get,
There's static.
I am glad your education paid off. We are now proud owners
getting roasted by my dad.
of a second
Fleet?
Enterprise?
monopoly. Sure.
Yeah.
Stop saying the M word. Yeah.
I'll see you home soon.
Are you having vivid flashbacks of colorful boards? In tiny pieces.
I can't play Monopoly with people anymore.
No, I get so furious.
I just cheat.
And the computer's not much better.
All right. Well, I can't respond. Well, I can. But I'm not going to. And I will wait and be in the temple for the rest of the day.
If he said meet you home too.
I'll meet him home whenever Rusero comes back. Because I promised that I would. Oh.
He's coming back tomorrow. You could totally go home tonight.
Yeah, that's true. I'll find someone who's here and be like, hold on the fort, man.
What are the other fathers?
Yeah.
There's only 4 left.
Just anyone.
Okay. One of them.
I'll be back probably tomorrow, but I have errands to run. Holy divine errands.
I'll hold down the fort.
Appreciate it. And I will go back to my
That was Braum,
dad.
by the way.
Oh, thanks, Braum. Please don't harass my coworkers. Or 2, I don't know. To the fortress of
I'll be here when you're done. All right, you're going back to the Senate house.
Just to check on things and see how that goes, but
Okay.
finalize the sale.
All right, you go back to the house, and your father is sitting on the same chair that he was in when you talked to him earlier.
All well?
He pours a glass of wine in front of you.
Yeah.
And the other one?
With the wine.
You might as well enjoy it. We cracked it today.
Yep. Oh, shoot. What's his name? The Goliath. That's my friend. His name is totally in here. I wrote it down. God, that was like so long ago.
That was like early sessions.
Dagofa. Yes.
Dagofa. Okay.
We did it. We got there, boys. I was like, is Dagofa currently, is his ship in town, or is he out and about?
He's out. He left about 3 days ago for a 2-week journey.
Okay, so he'll be gone for a while.
He will be.
Good. All right, what's the next step? Like, do you need anything from me before we start,
Well,
other than a full list of where we need everyone mobilized at?
we'll get that. That shouldn't be an issue. We can assign each ship when they get back to port.
The new ship that you were building specifically for Domik,
Specifically for Domik, yeah.
when it's built, you can contact the clerics over at the Abbey of Avaya, and then if you could supply them with more of a basic crew, they will be able to get the ship to us, but they will go on the initial journey.
Did you have a crew?
I do have a crew, but they're not in town. I can get them here, but there's going to be a slight delay. As I said, errands. The initial startup's going to be a bit awkward, but I said, we can use the extra time to plan.
Do you plan to be on this frigate? Or have you found a captain?
I don't currently have a captain, but I can find a crew. That shouldn't be a problem. A full crew.
Okay. The frigate will be seaworthy tomorrow.
I perhaps exaggerated a little bit when I said I had everything planned out, a full crew, but I can make that work.
24 hours till it's in the water.
I can find people. There's always people willing to work for the right cost. Like I said, money is not exactly our bottleneck.
Doesn't look like it.
Loyalty and secrecy is. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Sleepy.
Well, your room's up there. There's no bed. Sorry.
I've been sleeping on the ground for several months. I think I can survive.
I'm going to sleep in your sister's room with the bed.
Oh, please do. She, like I said,
she's not here. The bed's open.
Loves sharing her stuff. There's no greater pleasure for her than having people rifle through her things. Mm-hmm. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Just
You can
not-
steal one of the extra pillows in her bed.
I will take a pillow. I'm not too.
You're not going back to the temple?
Did I say I was? No. He said he'll be here in a day, so I'll just come back early in the morning.
Okay.
And I think, other than doing some planning and figuring things out, I think that's all Domik really wanted.
So you all go off to bed
Mhm.
in a very cluttered storage room and a definite sailor's room.
It's dry and warm.
Yeah.
So, above
Alright.
average.
So
Cool.
we're going to end the episode there.
Oh, boy.
Right.